Okay, let's do Jared's then.
Yeah, let's do Jared's.
Same thing, except we get better shit out of it. As long as we're allowed to die. Right, there.
I have to make sure she can do it, though.
I think she just needs to be Hunter rank 14.
I'm Hunter rank 14.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
I saw that tempered poopy.
Yeah, these things hit a little harder. See, we need to do a bunch of 8-star quests. Need to do shit in the Coral Highlands. Need to hunt Brute Weaverns, which I think Haeravon is. Oh man. I have not been playing this game over the last few days. For alternating reasons. After nearly putting 400 hours into the game in primarily the month of February, I'm kind of burnt. I'll be honest. And also, we're hitting a motivation wall where I'm just like, so all the rest of the game is just grind. I mean, it's fine to grind when I get cool new outfits every once in a while, but when I'm just looking for spheres that have like a 3% drop chance, it's harder to keep motivated. But I need to get one of them so I can write about it and finish off the guide for good. There's a little bit more to do, and then a good bit of media, and
Yay, media.
yeah. Well, I'm sure you're in the same position when it comes to Lost Sphere. Better yell at Greg. Since he's still not responding. Actually, we can get this. My last article didn't post. How dare you? Alright. This is the 87th episode of the 3G podcast, and I have a little bit of a cold and want nothing more than to close my eyes and lay back, but fuck it. For our loyal fan. Fuck it. I don't even think there's one. We will persevere, because why the fuck not? At this point, it's a tradition as much as anything else.
Yeah, I'm on my 3rd round of medication to try to kick what I've been dealing with.
Why don't you talk about what you've been doing?
I think I said on the last podcast.
Yeah, but I don't think you've updated. Apparently there's updates. Because you refused to get well.
Well, I had some temporary hearing loss. That was fun, especially going to work and not being able to hear.
There's Greg, motherfucker.
Still have a respiratory infection.
Well, you always have a respiratory infection.
No, I always had bronchitis.
No, okay. I can't remember which one causes which. She's been wasting all our money going to the clinic down in Dover, so...
Yeah. Well, when your hearing goes away and you have a job that requires you to hear...
You don't need to hear.
Kinda, have to address that.
You know what? Since we live in a world of privatized, monetized medicine, I think when they prescribe you something and it doesn't work, you should get a refund. And if we're talking about a fair consumer state... But that kind of outcome is practically unthinkable.
Fucking Grimmelkins.
Oh god, having to hear that retarded well.
Don't kill me, don't kill me,
So, yeah, Rebecca hasn't had much fun, and yesterday morning my throat started to hurt. So I was like, oh well, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, it's not that bad yet, but I definitely have something. Yeah, get out of here. Fling some shit at it. So, hooray for human vulnerability and frailness and all that shit. But we're here, and since Greg still isn't too communicative, let's get done with some of the shit he doesn't like too much of. So I think last week we talked about how... Last week and maybe even the week before, we were talking about how Trump was fingering video games for violence. After the Stoneman Douglas High shooting. Is that the name of the place? I think it is. What a stupid name for a school, by the way. But yeah, instead of going after the people that gave him money, he went after a completely unrelated industry that didn't give him money and said he was going to meet with industry leaders. I guess because simply looking at what video games are played in every other country and their gun violence rates compared to our gun violence rates isn't, obvious enough to make someone go, oh, yeah, I guess it can't be the video games. Because the only thing that really correlates to the gun violence rate America has is the actual gun ownership. Yeah. But that's too much for a fucking intellectual midget like Trump. The only problem is, Trump has another bad habit, which I didn't even think of, to be fair, because he does so much stupid shit. When he was proposing this little meeting with game developers, the gaming industry, turns out he never actually told anyone from the gaming industry that he wanted to meet with them. So I'll just read this from The Verge. At an official briefing yesterday, Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee, looks like a fucking retarded donkey Sanders, announced that the president planned to meet next week with leaders from the video game industry to, quote, see what they can do on that front. And, that's a pretty open-ended statement, and I know exactly what they can do on that front. Nothing, because it's not a fucking game issue. See, I saved everyone time. This came as news to many of the biggest companies in the video game industry, which not only had no plans to attend the summit, but were unaware it was taking place. Representatives of several major game companies reached by The Verge were caught off guard by the announcement and were unable to locate anyone in the industry who had been contacted or said they would be willing to attend. The Entertainment Software Association, an industry group that represents companies including Microsoft, Electronic Arts, Nintendo, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Capcom, Square Enix, Ubisoft, and Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, responded with a statement that both denied knowledge of the meeting and pushed back against its premise. And this is probably the first thing the ESA has ever said that I agreed with, but then again, I don't pay attention to much of what they say. Are you on it? Oh no, he was jumping up and down.
I was rolling across them.
Okay. Quote, ESA and our member companies have not received an invitation to meet with President Trump, the group said in a statement. The same video games played in the U.S. are played worldwide. However, the level of gun violence is exponentially higher in the U.S. than other countries. Numerous authorities have examined the scientific record and found there is no link between media content and real-life violence. Now, I mean, take what they say with a grain of salt because it's their money, but they have a vested interest in saying that, but I think on this point, the facts bear them out. Take what I say with a grain of salt, too, because I don't want to see my video game censored either, so I am not a unbiased actor here, but I don't have to be biased, because, again, the facts seem to be on our side with this issue. So this reminds me back in the day when Trump just announced on Twitter he was banning transgender people from serving in the military, or joining the military, or whatever it was. And if anyone remembers that, you also may remember that he apparently never told anyone else in the government ahead of time that he was doing this, including the Pentagon. So, this seems to be a peculiarity of his, where he will just announce something. I think this time he announced it on television.
He thinks he's like a king that can just declare something and
yeah, I think he takes the executive branch, like, he has no clue what it really means. He's just like, Well, yeah, I can just say shit, and then everyone has to pay attention to me and listen to me and have to do what I say. That's not how it fucking works. I mean, if our government functioned the way it was supposed to function, the president would do almost nothing unilaterally. But we've allowed, since Bush and Obama, the idea of executive orders having power to get so ridiculous that that they're pretty much a fucking unilateral force the president has, and I don't know. I'm not going to get too deep into politics, but suffice to say, just Trump being Trump, not talking to anyone, just boldly asserting shit and expecting the entire government to organize itself around the dumb shit he says on interviews off the cusp or in tweets. This thing's being a dick.
He's just rolling back and forth like a fucking cunt.
Yeah. So, I don't know what happened to Greg's microphone, but maybe one of his kids spilled shit on it. Oh, finally he got fucking stunned. I was wondering if this thing was stagger-proof for some reason. But there, that's it. I think that's the only bit of politics I have to talk about in this podcast. So, we'll see if anything comes out of this, but apparently no one that Trump was supposed to talk to even knew that they were talking, so.
Yeah, sounds like usual, but...
How do you walk through it this one fucking time? So, on today's podcast, I think we're going to finish up Monster Hunter World. We're gonna... I guess we're making armor for Rebecca out of this thing's parts?
Yeah, I still need my pants, and I need help against Elder Dragons.
What pants are you trying to make?
The Dober.
Oh, okay.
Dober ones.
And, after she has those, we'll go after Teostra again. And then I guess it's just the end boss, and then we should be done, at least for the podcast, with Monster Hunter World. And I think the plan after that is to move on to Victor Vran, finally, which we've been contemplating for about a year now. I think it actually has been about a year that we've been talking about it. Coming after you, woman.
I know, he's a fucking cunt.
Other big news that I can talk about without having to look anything up, because this is near and dear to my heart. Square Enix fucking shit up. I'm always ready to bitch about Square Enix these days. Fuck you, you twat, Basil Geese. They recently released Chrono Trigger on the PC. Hooray! Who doesn't love Chrono Trigger? Unfortunately, everybody loves Chrono Trigger, and they demand a little bit of fucking quality out of it, which Square Enix decided was optional in this case. So, they ported a mobile version of the game onto PC. They didn't seem to give it any graphical upgrades, from what I can tell. I think they allowed it to run at higher resolution.
There's some kind of filter on it.
They put a whole bunch of filters on it, which don't make it look good. I saw someone tweeting about it, and he was posting all the side-by-sides, talking about all the technical shit they did, and how the filter makes the game look worse, and they just, on some of the objects, they just up the contrast, and some of the tiling issues from the mobile release are still there, and all kinds of shit. So, It doesn't take much to know that Square Enix fucked up when you look at a game like Chrono Trigger on Steam and you see it has a mostly negative review score from consumers. So... And Square Enix is just so weird when it comes to porting and remastering games. Like, sometimes they do a really good job, and other times they're like, work! So I don't know why they decided, with all the money and resources they have to have, why they couldn't just put some people on this to make a... I mean, we're not asking for fucking much, but... If you're gonna charge $15 for it, you should give people $15 worth of fucking game. And I also wonder, and this is pure speculation on my part, if the reason it wasn't on the SNES Classic is because they wanted to do this version on PC. So I can't say for a fact that's the case, but I wouldn't be surprised either. This thing keeps spamming bullshit, and it fucking always hits me right before I hit him. Doesn't help when you don't do the fucking moves. Yep. Yeah, that was something of a hit. How was I not... I was fucking blocking. Whatever. I'm already sick of this game today. And he's gonna kill me. Nope, somehow he didn't kill me there. Where the hell are Greg and Jared? I swear to fuck if you two are fighting that basil geese.
Yeah, they are.
We're not killing a damn basil geese.
Hey, he's up here, guys. Come fight him here.
Stop being staggered. Fuck off, basil geese. I'm not fighting you. Okay, so let's see what other shitty news we have. Oh, right. Something we missed from last time, but it deserves going over again. Well, if it'll ever fucking load anyways. Jesus, go away, basil geese. Fuck you. Sure as hell not fighting the thing without my bow. 1000 Dreams Fund offers grants to help support female Twitch streamers. Twitch has teamed up with charity organization the 1000 Dreams Fund to help promote up-and-coming female streamers on the platform by offering financial grants. Twitch hopes to sustain and support these channels. See? Sustain and support. Rebecca has a Twitch channel. They need to fucking pay you to sustain and support it. I'm telling you. Apply for it. These motherfucking misandrous motherfuckers want to give money to people that, with a non-problem. I say you take some of that money from these stupid motherfuckers. Oops, I revealed my hand. Many of the problems women face are because of lack of respect. See, we just got to give women money.
How's money
apparently
gonna
that
fix
translates
that?
as respect. I don't know.
Apparently.
Caster Tina Shadow Fox 086. Well, that's why you don't have any respect. Your name is Shadow Fox 86. There, fucking diagnose that
That
problem.
reveals your age, and since people are very ageist.
But gaming is just another platform we shouldn't shy away from. The industry won't understand how to treat women if it doesn't show them how to treat women. Apparently you have to show how to treat women by giving them money. I don't know what Twitch is doing to keep women away, because the last I checked, you could make a Twitch account if you were female. No one was preventing you from buying a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox, a PC,
They
and
said
games.
that you can no longer, like, be super sexy on your stream. That's how.
Well, I mean, we're trying to end sexual objectification, so that's respect for women, right?
Yeah, but they want money, so if you take that, you took their money away. So now they're having to make up for that. See, I figured it out.
Oh, there you go. Okay, well, see, now you can be a Twitch streamer without even having to show any boobs.
Yeah, because now they'll give you the money that you would have got for boobs.
Yeah. And this is from Game Informer. Their take: the games industry as a whole is still predominantly male, and I'm always excited to hear about initiatives to help immerse women or young girls into the competitive field. Is it a competitive field if you're giving one gender a competitive advantage? Because it sounds like it's not a competitive field. Video game streaming is only growing in popularity, and creating avenues to help women find success despite the gender gap can make for a promising future. Now, what does this have to do with actual individuals? Because there might be a gender gap, but I'm willing to guess that there are female streamers that have a little bit more followers than I do. Just a wild guess out there. So it's not like you can't be successful as a female. It's not like you can't get into streaming if you're female. Again, literally, you only need a console and a microphone. Actually, you don't even need the fucking microphone. But I guess you're trying to advertise you're female, so that might play a role. Oh, for fuck's sakes, go eat a dick and die, Basil Keys. God damn, I hate this thing.
He's got like a boner for us.
Yeah, that's all he does is fly around and be an asshole. So, Rebecca, I still am maintaining you should sign up for this. And if stupid people want to give you money for no fucking reason, take their fucking money. You can buy yourself a camera. Maybe you can... Oh, I need the money for a fucking pro and a better microphone. Shit, just kit yourself out. You're a female streamer, and obviously this is just such a biased hobby that anybody can join. Fucking hell. You're fucking around with that basil geese. Another article from The Guardian. So you know this is going to be good. Black Panther is a wake-up call for video games. The success of Marvel's new film, set in an autonomous black universe, proves a demand for diversity that video games need. Like Hollywood, the games industry is facing a moment of self-reflection. For too long, it has told the same stories, centering on the same white male heroes. Game creators are finally examining the lack of diversity in their stories, but so far, representation of black people has been timid and predictable. Ooh, I got a good gem this time. With the number of women in the UK industry at just 14...
airborne gem.
Can't have too many of those. Blah, blah... Afrofuturism?
What?
I know, I had to look that up. Apparently it's a real thing.
Oh, Jesus. I'm not reading any more of this. This is just fucking stupid.
Afrofuturism?
Just by the way, though, just think about what these... I want to put some things in context. I haven't seen the movie, because I don't care about comic books. I'm racist against ink of all colors. But...
It just seemed kind of racist to make the black superhero be called Black Panther and Black Panther. I don't know.
Well, you have to advertise the race or else. But from what I can tell of this setting, this Wakanda, and this was pointed out by a lot of people online, this is a white or a black ethno state. But of course, it's a good thing in this case because it means it was never colonized. I just got a newsflash for everybody. Every country, everywhere, at some time, was colonized by someone. That's just fucking... I mean, you think the people that currently live in England were the originals? Or France? Or Germany? Or anywhere in Europe? Any of the white places? No. White places, so-called. But I can't explain fucking history to these people. Also, these are the same people who are going, we need more diversity in games. And referring to a movie that is set in a black ethno-state, who were presumably also the same people who were bitching about Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is set in the medieval Bohemia. The same people who complained that there were too many white people in a place where there were almost exclusively white people in the 1400s. But this is an article that Jared posted. Okay, so it's not all me posting this shit. Thank you. Shut up, people. Jesus Christ, phone. Hey, Greg, I need you to call me. I don't know if he has my number or not.
Why would he need to call you?
He needs to call me. Because I said so.
Oh, God.
Oh, right, that was an investigation on an 8-star quest. 8-star quest? Do I even have any of those I want to do?
That tempered, quest are like 9 stars.
No.
Too many
Oh,
stars. Shouldn't it be 8 and up?
You'd think. Yeah, the only 8-star ones are the Elder Dragons, it seems. Yeah.
Well, I need an Elder Dragon bone, so... Teostra should get me so that when we fight Xenojiva, is that how it's...
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna post the Teostra quest now.
Okay. I mean, you can tell that I'm a curmudgeon-y white male, obviously, because I'm bitching about the women getting an uneven playing field and the non-whites getting an uneven maybe I just don't like uneven playing fields being passed off as equality and diversity. I don't know.
Can you guys join right away, or do you have to wait for me to look at them again?
No, we can join right away. We should be able to anyways.
Okay.
As long as you've seen them once.
I posted it. So.
Okay. But here, I'm going to show my intellectual honesty right here. This IGN news story. I don't need to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read the top line. Cyberpunk 2077 is more ambitious than The Witcher 3, CD Projekt says. Well, of fucking course they would say that. What are they going to fucking say? It's not as good as the last game we made, but buy it anyways.
Join the quest, neighbor.
I'm switching my gear out, woman face. Jeez. Fucking matriarchy over here. She doesn't even have her Twitch dollars yet, and she's fucking trying to bully me into doing what she wants.
Oh, whatever.
Come on, someone else laugh at that. That was pretty good. I thought it was fun. Fuck you,
I don't
Jared.
remember my Twitch login.
Well, see? Obviously, you need more money, and you need to remember. Seriously, you could buy yourself like a fucking one of those sweet-ass Yeti mics and all that shit. I say do it.
Yeah, well, I don't really care to spend that kind of money on that stuff.
It's not your money.
It becomes my money once they give it to me.
I mean, you might have to buy some games.
I already have a pile of games. I can Twitch anything.
Maybe you gotta buy a PS4 Pro. Maybe you gotta buy another computer to stream from. Come on, get imaginative here. Stupid people throwing out money.
I could just take the money and spend it on anything.
I don't think they'd allow that, but... Let's see, then we could start streaming from your account. Be like, see, look at this. Empowerment.
Meh.
Apparently Greg is eating. I'm eating too. I'm finishing up my oatmeal here, so... so I can't be that sick, because I can apparently still eat, so... Oatmeal at midnight. That's my breakfast.
I had a ham sandwich for breakfast.
She defiled it by putting...
delicious.
She put mustard on it. Who puts mustard on a ham sandwich?
Most people.
I do.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I guess I'm about it. I was just gonna say, Jared, you're the food expert here. because I'm saying that solely because you probably cook better than all of us, but I was going to defer to Jared's judgment, but now I have to come up with an excuse to invalidate it. Shut up, you cis hetero white male. You wouldn't know. There, got him. But, the whole CD Projekt IGN thing, yeah, of course, that's what a fucking developer is gonna say, and yeah, that's me countering my supposed bias against Lord God Kojima, who spends millions of dollars in all kinds of years and hires all his fucking Hollywood buddies and produces nothing. But hey, we're supposed to still give him the benefit of the doubt. I give no one the benefit of the doubt. Show me gameplay or shut the fuck up. Right, Rebecca?
Yeah.
See? Before you think Rebecca's a partisan, she has no loyalty to CD Projekt outside of Geralt. There's no Geralt in this game, so I expect nothing from her in terms of loyalty. This is from Gamatsu. Dragon Quest Builders 2 developer discusses multiplayer and production status. Hey, and they even have notable tidbits in bullet form. Oh, this is just perfect. Oh, excuse me. Are you all in Teostra's lair already?
No, I'm getting there.
No, Teostra's not in Teostra's lair. Development on Dragon Quest Builders 2 was decided because the first game was a success. Well, thank you for telling me fucking business 101.
I found him.
Go get him. You got him. You can take him.
He looks really small.
He's not. Yeah, he does kind of look small. Oh, Jared's on him. Like, what the fuck is it doing? Oh, I should hit him with a flash pod. See? And he fucking fell off. Knew I should have fucking hit him with a flash pod. God damn it, Jared. That's funny because we just had a conversation a few days ago. Jared found a GameFAQs article about people saying that when somebody mounts a monster in Monster Hunter World, I don't wait, I just flash pod them. And I was like, yeah, sometimes I flash pod things too. And Jared was aghast. And I didn't realize why he was so pissy until I actually read the article. I read the article, and yeah, these were just people being stupid because they were like, oh, you get in more hits if they're off on the ground and blah blah. I don't know why anyone would turn a free mount knockdown.
What a
already?
fucking yeah, he wouldn't leave me alone.
Oops. Why'd I do that?
That fucking sucks.
But, yeah, those are people that are just being assholes on GameFAQs. And usually I trust Jared to bring the thing down when he mounts it, but I guess things didn't work out that time. What's your fire resistance at, one face?
Fucking, like, 7.
Ow. Oh,
I
shit.
forgot to drink my cool drink, too, so I was trying to drink that, and then he decided he wanted to fucking roll around on me.
Oh, well, that's what happened then.
Yeah. Well, my health was draining really fast. I was like, oh, shit.
Ooh, I KO'd him. Awesome. Or someone did. I'd just say I did
because of the fucking tripping.
Because of the what?
Tripping.
Oh. Apparently there's a super roll you can do if your back is to the enemy and you hit dodge. You'll do a belly flop. Oh, someone's on it again. Okay. No, wait. So of course they're making Dragon Quest Builders 2 because the first one was a success. That's just basic economics. Is this thing going to another area while Jared's on its back? No, he's just flying around being a dick. In terms of specific requests, there were things... Oh, he's going down. Awesome, and I'm in a position to hit him too for once. Yeah, so is Greg. Good job. That probably fucking hurt it. There were things like wanting to circulate water from high places. I guess that means make waterfalls? I don't know. That's my interpretation. And to be able to build even higher.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh, hey, it only took you half an hour. What were you eating?
Yeah. Burrito.
Now, we're having nachos today.
Took you that long to eat a burrito?
Hey.
Must have been a good fucking burrito. Or a bad burrito.
The Dragon Quest Builders made me come back. So, has anybody played it?
I played it, but I think Jared beat it. I need to play more of it.
Oh, that was a bad time to come around the corner.
Like how they made it without multiplayer in the first place is beyond me, but yeah, that game's made for multiplayer.
I mean, from what I think I almost beat the first chapter, which is pathetic considering how much I desperately wanted the game. I just never found time for it. Yeah, it was a cool little game for what I was. It was definitely limited as shit. And if you played Minecraft and Terraria and you were expecting that, that's not what you got. I'm gonna put down a health booster. So I can heal my babies. You all are my babies in this. In case you didn't know. I didn't take my drugs.
That's why I got killed. You weren't prepared.
Yeah. I don't know, like, Teostra is bugging the shit out of me, because... fucking Jared. I beat the shit out of him, like, 9 times in a row. Didn't really have any trouble after that first time that he, triple-carded Greg and I. And after that, he was pretty fucking easy. And then after he triple-carded Greg, Rebecca, and I, he just started being a dick again. And every time I fought him after that. Do the right move, goddammit.
Douche.
No, of course he gets out of the way.
Oh! That was a good timing for that. He was about to charge me, and I shot him in the face with a crystal burst.
So, here's a question, Greg. Do you have Victor Vrand?
No. I need to buy it.
Well, that's your homework for the week.
But it is $20 on Amazon, so...
Yeah. I kind of regret not just buying it on Amazon, considering the quality of the copies I have, but we'll see if it actually works. Like, I guess all Gamefly games have little fucking nicks on the side. So, I hope it works and doesn't blow up in my PS4, but I guess we'll find out.
Game... They have what on the side?
Little nicks.
Little tiny nicks.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Probably because they just ship them in envelopes without padding or securing them. I mean, when they're renting them out, they ship to us fine because they had the box and everything. But we'll see. Some of the games are worse than the others, like Vikings and Avon Colony are a little more haggard than Victor Vrand. A lot of people asked for 4-player multiplayer, so I'm just going to say this right now. Dragon Quest Builders has 4-player multiplayer. I'm totally in. I don't know if I can bring myself to buy it at $60, because the last one went down in price pretty fast. But I can definitely...
Yeah, it was also single player. Like I said, that type of game's made for multiplayer.
True enough.
A good, good building multiplayer games, they seem to hold their value fairly well.
Well, we'll see. I can make plans now and then just totally get caught up in Dragon Quest hype as I want to do, so... I'm open to playing that as a podcast game. There, how about that? It's a more conservative statement. Whatever that entails. Usually it's Rebecca and Jared that hold Greg and I back from our designs to waste prodigious amounts of money. So we'll see. We'll see what everyone thinks. Because it's not a game that I want to go, everyone has to buy it. This is a must-have. Like Monster Hunter, and I don't regret that.
Oh, yeah. I think we've all gotten our money's worth out of this.
Yeah. Jesus, how'd that thing still hit me? I was all the way across the screen. I don't think I had to pull my weight with Dragon. Well, no, I think Greg was kind of the holdout with Dragon's Crown. But I think we got everyone on board with that. Yeah, good. Currently, you can build at 3 times the height of the original game. So what's that, like 12 blocks high instead of 4? I mean, what they really needed to do, from my standpoint, was mess with the controls, because I don't see how they could have implemented some of those features with the old control system they had. But maybe they fix that. Or maybe they allow you to build, like, scaffolding really cheap so you can reach the high areas. Oh, he's almost dead. He should be retreating soon. If a sequel is going to be made, Square Enix wants to minimize hardware limitations and make it properly. For that reason, they went with PlayStation 4 and Switch. Trying to minimize hardware limitations and putting it on the Switch are not statements that make sense together. Just saying. But then again, I mean, I don't know how ambitious they could be with Dragon Quest Builders that it wouldn't run on the Switch. Because it's supposed to look cartoony and cel-shaded, so...
Yeah, I'm sure it will look fine on the Switch.
Yeah, I'm questioning their wording. We don't want there to be limitations, but we want it to run on the Switch. Well, the Switch is the weakest fucking piece of hardware out there right now, so... Oh, wow.
Oh, we killed it before it went into its lair.
Yep, it was totally not me. I think it was Jared.
Yeah, me and Jared were here.
Okay, I didn't see you, but I saw Jared's ginger ass running around. The PlayStation 4 version of Dragon Quest Builders 2 will be able to import save data from the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, or PS Vita versions of the original Dragon Quest Builders. Okay, so I guess there's going to be some continuity? Unless they're just going to give you
Either
bonuses.
that or they're just going to give you some bonuses for having a...
I mean,
save file.
I don't think it told like a deep and compelling story from what I've seen. Nor did it really need to. It's a cute little mining game. I mean, for fuck's sakes, what do people want? On the Switch version of Dragon Quest Builders 2, will be able to import data from the Switch version of the original Dragon Quest Builders. Doing so will get you a special bonus, which is the same across platforms. Okay, so it's just thanks for buying the first game bonus. So, Rebecca, if you want the bonus... Yeah, you can just use my disc.
Yeah.
While Square Enix currently cannot say much about multiplayer, they're thinking about ways to make it more than just being able to play with others. They think they will be able to offer a playground of some sort. I just want to be able to play with others. So, I mean, add more features if you want, but don't limit the basic ones, right? Because if I can go through the whole campaign, multiplayer, cool.
That would be great.
Scent Jewel, Ice Res Jewel. God, these jewels are such ass.
I'm getting jewels.
I got 3.
I got
My-
another smoke jewel.
Yay! Hunter rank 73. Woo! Go team.
I still never did tempered carry.
Oh god, that thing's a dick. I mean, with my bow, I can do it, and I probably won't cart, but doing that with randos is just, god, the most aggravating thing, because they're so fucking bad. Like, I go into Monster Hunter going, okay, when I go into this game, I need to make sure that I'm not the weakest link, but I don't usually plan on being the strong link, because I'm not that fucking good, but some of these people on this fucking game, it's like, why are you not bringing thunder resistance to this fight?
Oh my god, shut up, guys.
Woman, they have to tell you their elaborate and totally cool story.
I'm just skipping it all. I don't care.
The story was not this game's strong suit. As for the main story, nothing can be said at the moment outside the fact that a traveling comrade / boy named Malroth will appear. Well, he has to be a good guy, given a name like that. Many people...
Dragon Quest 2.
Okay, yeah, I was going to read that. Many people associate Malroth with Dragon Quest II, but you will not have to know anything about the story of Dragon Quest II. So I guess the first one was kind of like an alternate storyline post-Dragon Quest I, and this one's going to be involving Dragon Quest II.
I do not remember that name from Dragon Quest II like at all.
I can't wait till they get to Dragon Quest Builders 8. That'll be a treat. Square Enix cannot currently say if Dragon Quest Builders 2 has a connection to the original game. However, it would be safe to play Dragon Quest Builders 2 without playing the original game. I mean...
Malroth is, aka his name was Saito in the Game Boy and GPC games. He was the final boss in 2.
Wow.
That's why I don't remember that at all.
God,
'Cause I played the
spoilers,
Game Boy.
Jared! I was totally gonna get a Game Boy.
Game. That's how I played those games, was the Game Boy Advance.
Those
They
are
had
probably
1 and
the
2
best
on
ways
one
to play
card.
those games, I'd imagine.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
1987.
emulator.
1987, Jesus. This is 2
Yeah,
fucking
that
years
sounds
old at the
about right.
time.
I can't imagine that many people have actually played through the first 3 Dragon Quests, because they are a slog. Like RPG, crazy RPG enthusiasts. That's about it.
I consider myself a RPG enthusiast, obviously, but I also consider myself someone who is very grateful for some of the features brought to us by modern gaming. Just try going back to some of those original Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and Wizardry games, and God, they're like the fucking dental work version of fucking video
Like
games.
the
They're just-
original versions, yes.
yeah.
I got first time. Well, Final Fantasy VII was my first Final Fantasy. Then I went back to play 6. Then I think I played the Game Boy Advance versions of 1 and 2.
Dude, do I have more Final Fantasy
look
cred
at
than
what
you do?
games.
Oh
And
my
Jared?
god. These...
I never owned a JRPG back in the 16-bit era. I had a Sega Genesis, and my parents were cheap. And the only JRPG I really, really loved back then, unless Shining Force counts, which I don't think it does, was like Phantasy Star 4 was the standout to me. Everyone was playing Final Fantasy 6, and I was like, nah, Phantasy Star 4 is the tits. And, of course, it was one of those extended RAM cartridges, so it cost like $100 when it came out, and that was not fucking happening. So, I didn't actually own the damn thing until the magic of emulators in college. Oh wait, that wasn't owning it. Whatever that word is. Stealing it.
These new pants, I don't like them, because now my legs are bare.
Aw. But back in the day, I had a friend whose single mother was on welfare, and he had all the consoles and games. Go fucking figure that shit out. I'm surprised I don't hate poor people, given my childhood. Military family,
That's the
we lived
only
on a
good
tight
thing in their
budget.
life is they get spoiled with things occasionally.
Whatever, I got to go over and play on his shit, so it wasn't bad. But I remember playing like Final Fantasy IV on his SNES and Breath of Fire and...
Hey, since I skipped everything, is Land of Convergence the Xeno'jiva thing?
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna start it.
Okay. But, yeah, so I think the first time I played a Final Fantasy game was like in 1992, 93? Something like that. And I was already an RPG veteran at the time, as far as you could be at 8 years old. I played Pool of Radiance and all kinds of shit on the computer. I wasn't too impressed by most JRPGs. They just didn't have the narrative quality that some of the CRPGs back then had. Not that I could understand half the shit, but I knew it had depth. Pool of Radiance had the word corpse in it, so that was some shit. Serious gaming, that. I'm going through all the wrong options. Okay, I'm just babbling. And get back to the news. Actually, no. Greg, what was your first Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy 1.
Oh, wow. So you're playing that shit on the
Not
NES?
gonna believe me, but I named, yeah, I played that shit on the NES. I had a party, it was Fighter, White Mage, Black Mage. And you're not gonna believe me, but I named those characters Nest, because you're limited to 4 characters.
Yeah.
So my first fighter was Nest, for some reason. I don't know why. My second one was Bash. That makes more sense. And I named my white mage Sid.
See, you gave them the idea. Somehow they figured it out.
Yeah, through telepathy. And Nate was my black mage.
Nate?
Nate.
Yeah, this is
That's just a
destined.
black mage Sandin name.
Well, you know what? It's funny. I, who am Nate, I always had a character in my party on these CRPGs who wore all black and called himself Wild Thing. Yeah. He was my go-to character before Haeravon became a thing. And Haeravon was a 2nd edition D&D character I made when I was 11 years old. So, that's how these names came about, folks. And I remember my dad always used the same 2 names. He had a guy called Sir Collins, and then he was usually a paladin until I learned more about the game than he did, and I told him that paladins kind of sucked. And he always had another character named Leothor. So, memories. Living in the slums of Decatur with our fucking oddly overpriced computer. See, that's why I didn't have fucking cool toys back then. My fucking dad had fucking PCs back when they cost $1,000, $1,200 a pop.
A gajillion dollars, yeah.
Oh,
they really
actually,
did too.
The Tandy 1000 might have cost like $2,000. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck he afforded that with 2 fucking kids on a private salary, but he managed it. And I thank him to this day, because without that shit, I might actually have turned out into a productive member of society. Okay. Rebecca, what was the first Final Fantasy you played?
12.
12?
Yeah.
I was thinking you didn't play one until I was around. Okay. So, I guess RPG cred goes Greg, me, Jared, Rebecca. JRPG cred.
Yeah, JR.
Nobody challenges me for top of the mountain. I was fucking weaned on MS-DOS, motherfuckers.
How many JRPGs do I need to have played to make up for all your computer RPGs?
You can't, they're different categories. You can only further your lead, you can't take mine away. The only way you could take my RPG cred, my CRPG, WRPG, whatever, is go back in time.
Well, you said my first Final Fantasy. You didn't say my first JRPG. My first JRPG would be Shining Force.
See, I'm conflicted as whether that even counts, because I want to call that like a strategy game. It is an RPG, but it's definitely not what pops to my mind when someone says JRPG.
Yeah, my first JRPG was Chrono Trigger.
Man, you got started late, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't really like RPGs or whatever. I didn't even know what the hell RPG was.
Well, if you're gonna get started with one, it might as well be Chrono Trigger.
So I had both. I had SNES and then I had a Genesis. I played more games when I had Genesis.
I don't blame you.
In fact, the only game I owned at the time when Super Nintendo was big was Mega Man Soccer.
My mom was cheap and she didn't understand what quality meant when it came to games. So she would just go and get like bargain bullshit games. I'm surprised I didn't end up with more sports games, but she also didn't like buying the shit in general.
Great sports games.
It did. I had one Madden game that was pretty good, and I played it a lot.
I had Madden 92, Madden 96. I had a fucking like
I think I had Madden 96.
NHL 94.
Yeah, that's the
the
one.
most college football.
Get ready to join, guys.
Okay, I mean, I've been ready. I've been sitting at the screen waiting for you.
It's like being born from some jewel.
Yeah. I had some shitty, I think, Top Gun ripoff game called G-Force or some shit like that. I had a side-scroller shooter where you played like some bio-robot ship called Biohazard Battle. That was kind of cool. That was a cool game.
I had Vector Man.
I never had that.
There, of course, I had like the Sonic games.
Sonic 1, 2, 3. I got Sonic 3 as a present for going through communion. There, that was the fruition of my Catholicism there.
Ugh.
Yes, they made me go to Sunday school and go through communion. And I only did it because I knew I was going to get presents out of it. And then I
That
never...
is sad, but that Mega Man soccer thing is pretty sad too.
That is. I think that's way sadder than communion. Dude, communion wasn't sad. I got Sonic 3 out of it. And Sonic 3 was still pretty new, man. I was like, fuck, this
I don't
fucking...
know. I don't think parents should.
No, they shouldn't bribe their
for
kids.
religious,
But they knew I
for
hated going.
religious purposes.
And see, this was before I was an atheist, because I didn't flip that switch until I was 16. And, I mean, I was fucking like 8. So what the fuck did I know? Nothing. That's what I knew. But I was just like, I hated going, because all religious shit was boring. Boring and ineffectual, and you just sat there and you just were in this sterile church environment, and oh god, fucking kill me. That's kind of ironic, but I knew I was gonna get presents out of it, so I didn't really have that much choice. I would come home every day. I fucking remember. It was around noon, and I'd be just bored to fucking tears, and the first thing I would do is get on our computer and play Hero Quest, because I was into that at the time. Fuck it. How does this turn into the reminiscing about old shit podcast?
It usually does.
Oh well. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think it's better than the usual fare of bitching about why video games now suck.
Oh.
What the shit?
Hey, Jared, have you beat Lost Sphere yet?
What was that?
You boring motherfucker.
Nope.
Jared, have you beat Lost Sphere yet?
Nope.
Seen him working his ass off on it. But
I finished it in our week break, I guess.
week
So
break.
pretty good overall. The week between podcasts, whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was gonna say.
I mean, it's solid. It itches. It does. You know, it. What am I trying to say?
It scratches
I'm
that
trying
JRPG
to fight.
itch.
I'm trying to fight and talk at the same time, and it's not going too well.
Welcome to my world, right?
That thing where he staggers you, is that tremor resistance?
Yeah, I think so. Same thing Diablos does all the time. And Radoban and Uragan with their headbutts. I'm almost certain.
It scratches the itch pretty good. And I went back and I started playing I Am Setsuna so I could, platinum it and get it off my hard drive. Even though it's only like 1.5 gigs or 2 gigs or something.
How have you persevered with a hard drive that small this much time? Besides 2 PlayStation 4s.
I deleted Witcher 3. That's how I
You son of a bitch.
I have my save file. It's fine.
Did you hear that shit, Rebecca?
It's Greg. I come to respect that he sucks.
That is a big game, though.
Anyways,
go on.
They definitely made it way better. Like, I Am Setsuna has these abilities you can do that affect nearby party members, but your characters just kind of move and space out automatically. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? In Lost Sphere, you can move your party members around manually when you perform actions and kind of place them around the battlefield. Way better. Way better.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
I should have remembered you can't block that. So, Greg, give us your Lost Sphere score.
It's probably a 7.5.
Alright.
Not quite an 8.
After this, I think it'd be a good time to rate Monster Hunter World. Because everyone will have beaten it by then. We'll all go through and give our thoughts. Make this a proper little podcasty. Haha, guard point. Oh, he did his I'm gonna walk at you attack.
What do you think of this guy so far, Rebecca?
He's annoying. But that's because he always steps out of my attack, so I'm just shooting with all the shit that's
and I'm
falling on
stunned.
the ground.
You fucking cunt.
What? How'd you die?
I don't know, because he fucking stunned me?
It's only like the third time he's ever made you faint, then.
Second.
Second? Oh, I thought he did it once. I only, like, once other than the one I saw.
Now, for fuck's sakes. Where the hell's my max potion at? God, GameStop. Stop playing fucking movies in front of everything. No one wants to watch your shitty video content. Watch our shitty video content. Amid loot box controversies, ESRB will label games with in-game purchases.
You can do it. We can do it.
Shut up, you dumb bitch. Following last year's breaking point with loot boxes and recent moves by lawmakers to take action against them, the Entertainment Software Rating Board announced a new label that will be affixed to select games. The overall goal is to inform consumers, in particular parents, about which games offer a way to spend additional real-world money from right within the game itself, but whether it will be effective is unclear. So I'm going to go ahead and say right now that if they're trying to inform the consumer, no, this will not be fucking effective. I think it is a band-aid, and I like the idea much better when they were proposing to force developers to show the actual odds of obtaining things from their loot boxes.
Yeah.
I don't think simply saying in-game purchases is good enough, because every game has those, and conflating Blood and Wine with Battlefront 2 is utter bullshit. So, I think it is the ESRB carrying water for game developers, frankly. I know they're supposed to be independent, but what actually is independent in this country?
So, hey, we want to cut off its tail just in case Rebecca needs those tail parts.
Can it drop as a
Well, I have
reward?
no parts from this guy, so...
Dumbass.
Right, the ground 61 first.
I've never been good at getting its tail off. It just has so much fucking health in multiplayer. Ah, fuck you, you idiot. So I asked Greg if he would buy the version of Chrono Trigger on Steam if they ported it to the PS4. And Greg said he would. So I think we need to chastise him for that.
What?
For giving Square Enix money for bad ports.
Eh, I mean, it may be a bad port, but it's still a fantastic game. Like, even as is.
I don't know about that.
The best way to play it is emulator.
Goddamn right. Well, the best way to play right now would be on the SNES, but didn't they release it on a mobile device? No, the mobile one doesn't. That sucks.
The 3DS version has some extras in it.
Okay.
DS.
I mean, it's probably the best version, but you have to have a 3DS and you have to buy it.
If only they released it on the SNES Classic, right?
Oh. Hailstorm.
Yeah, he did his stupid charge attack and then hit me with a tail sweep, and then I was staggered and he breathed on me. Fucking bastard.
Yeah, I'm staggered right now. And on fire.
I wish I had my bow set built. I'm missing one piece.
What are you missing?
I would have brought my bow. I'm missing Legiana's armor. I need more pelts from it.
Jesus Christ. Keeps hitting me by walking slowly.
That's the attack I hate the most.
Granted, it does shit for damage, but...
Not as big, I walked really fast move. It does over half my fucking life bar.
I made a bow set that's pretty much all about recovering stamina quickly. So... I don't remember using any Legions.
Yeah, but it's hard to beat that fourth charge shot from Legiana, isn't it?
Fourth charge shot.
Yeah, but she gives you a bonus charge if you have 4 pieces of her armor.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you'd have to... The best way to use that would be to dodge and then immediately fire all the time, which would cost a shit ton of stamina. I don't know how.
No, yeah, it would. Like, I'm probably trading out my Divine Blessing charm for Concentration 3.
Oh, well, you don't need Divine Blessing as an archer. You shouldn't be taking that many hits. Ideally.
Well, that's only... I mean, if you want the fourth charge shot, that's probably the only way to get your stamina.
Yeah, I mean, unless you start getting some really badass jewels, but good luck with that.
Yeah, I haven't seen an attack jewel. I got a defense jewel once.
Attack jewels are pretty high grade. I mean, I've gotten some cool jewels. I've gotten Weakness Exploit and Divine Blessing and 2 earplugs, but just probably obtained over 200 jewels so far, and just your odds of getting anything specific are pretty low. They really want you to grind this out. There's another fucking several hundred hours in this game, for sure, that I don't have in me. Dude, quit doing shit. Fucking knockback stagger whore. I like fire resist against this thing, because then I don't really have to worry about his fire trails.
Yeah, that's... My not having it is making it so I can only attack him sometimes, because he's always standing in fire.
Right. I mean, if you're not melee, it's not as big of a deal, but...
I've just been shooting him with whatever parts fall off of him when I can't get to him.
Okay. Hey! Actual story about gaming that might not be so bitchy.
Oh, shit.
Harebrained Studios, the developers of Shadowrun's Return, has announced that their upcoming tactical mech strategy game Battletech will launch for Windows PC and Mac sometime this April.
I just wanted more Shadowrun games, but I guess they didn't want to keep doing them over and over.
Oh, they gave you 3.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't help when you wanted 6.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I can't be mad. They did 2 really good ones.
Oh,
Like, the first one's good, but it just doesn't hold a candle to the second and third ones.
The first one seemed pretty basic. Like, it was good, but there could have been more content in there.
Oh, fuck.
We can't die
You
again.
can't stand up, and you're on fire.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Fuck this fuck.
Oh, Nathan, you're killing me.
Well, I'm killing myself, apparently. Well, this thing was a bitch this time. To me, anyways. Fuck it, I'm going bow. Shut up, woman. Maybe you shouldn't have died.
I died once, you died twice.
Yeah, because he's a
So
fucking
I think
cunt.
it's your fault.
He doesn't usually bring his fucking breath attack back closer to himself. He usually falls over.
Yeah, he knocked me down and then fucking breathed on me. There's nothing I could do.
From the original BattleTech / MechWarrior creator Jordan Weissman and the developers of the award-winning Shadowrun Return series comes the next generation of turn-based tactical mech combat. In the years 3025, and the galaxy is trapped in a cycle of perpetual war, fought by noble houses with enormous mechanized combat vehicles called battle mechs, which for some reason don't have long-range missiles anymore because otherwise we wouldn't be able to have mech combat because everyone would just nuke each other from afar. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that. So the game is supposed to be a turn-based strategy game similar to XCOM, except in the spirit of BattleTech, you'll also have to pay attention to other annoying factors like the heat output of your mech's weaponry, so hooray for that. So if you liked XCOM, you might like this one too. I'm not sure how deep the RPG elements are, but obviously there's supposed to be customization. I'm fine with it as long as the PPC is overpowered. If it's basically like a one-shot weapon of mass destruction, I am good. If not, fuck it. And if anyone here hasn't played BattleTech and don't know what I'm talking about, then to hell with you. Greg.
But maybe you shouldn't die.
No, I shouldn't. I'm sick. That's my excuse.
Oh, okay.
The thing has never killed me.
Yeah, you didn't kill me until fucking a few days ago. And that's the first time he ever fucking killed me twice. I call bullshit. He was being a fucking cheating bitch. Well, at least we should be able to join right away.
I posted the quest, I don't know if it'll let you join.
Jeez, we got a lot of fucking news.
Yep.
Horizon Zero Dawn worldwide sales top 7.6 million. Not bad for a new IP. And of course, the GameFAQs spin on it was Horizon Zero Dawn sold more than Zelda. So, make of that what you will.
Why does everything have to be in competition with
I
each
don't
other?
know. Greg, are you surprised the fucking game that is on a console with 80 million units sold more than the game that is on 70 or 20 million units?
Well, Mario Odyssey blew them both out of the water.
Yeah. Mario fans and their money are easily parted. Yakuza 6 demo pulled from PlayStation Store due to a full game unlock exploit.
Oh,
Kind of sad I didn't get that demo,
That
huh?
is a good story.
While the Yakuza 6 Song of Life demo was released on the PlayStation Store, it has been quickly pulled from the store since, as fans have managed to access the full game from the demo. Earlier, people online had been reporting unlocking trophies for... even trophies. People had been reporting unlocking trophies for the full game during the 36GB demo. I can't talk today. This led to people unlocking the full game, and Sega reacted by pulling the demo from the PlayStation Store until further notice.
And then they nixed access to the whole thing anyways.
So how were they unlocking it? Were they just like playing offline and then it would never
I don't know.
cut them out when they were done?
I think it was just they uploaded the whole game by accident.
Yeah, lots of
That's a
people they
major
upload, they let you download the whole game, but they only let you access certain areas. So it must have been the employee's fault for not
Yeah.
Or someone fucked
sectioning
up some
off the
coding,
demo
or
properly. Yeah, somebody fucked up some coding somewhere.
Yep.
They didn't section it off properly.
So
Yeah, they
that's
did.
funny.
I mean, there's been throughout the years. There's been various. Like this. This isn't the first time this has happened.
Guys, bring back demo discs. Damn it.
I remember the story of some PS1 game, like some Japanese game that we'll never play. It was like some anime shooter game, like 2D shooter, really weird. But they put it on a demo disc, and it was only the first level, but they included the whole game. And they blocked it off properly by only doing the first level, but what they didn't do is that they left the chapter select in. So you could go in and pick every chapter in the chapter select.
Oops.
Yeah.
Woman, what
Right.
are we waiting for?
Greg?
Oh,
What? No, go. I'll join you. That's
Oh.
fine. I'm selling shit.
no.
That's what I was
wait.
waiting for.
Why wait? Just go.
In other
Because it's
PlayStation
not gonna have
news,
the cutscene, and it'd be better to have you at the beginning.
the PlayStation Plus free games for March are Bloodborne and Ratchet and Clank. Plus some other shit that no one really cares about. Legend of K, Mighty Number 9, Claire Extended Cut on the Vita, Bombing Busters also on the Vita. So this is a pretty good month. Unfortunately, it's kind of the sweet part of the medicine you're drinking, because they also announced that there's only 1 year left of PlayStation Plus free game support for the PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 3. I'm not terribly surprised that the PS3 is being cycled out, but damn. Can't deny the Vita's fucking dead anymore. And in other news no one cares about, Overwatch announced a new hero, Bridget, who I think is, what, Tillborn's daughter or
Hey.
whatever? No one cares. No
Don't
one
say
cares.
no one cares. I care.
No one, and a
This
guy
is
named Greg
this is
cares.
the hero that's gonna draw me back into Overwatch. Just for the record.
All I wonder
this
is
a frontline. This is a frontline tank that can also support and heal party members. So it's a hybrid character basically.
all I wonder is what agenda they're gonna push with her. You know they have to have
I've
one.
not seen any agendas.
Give it time. It might come out in their comic book.
She likes she's Torb's daughter, but she likes Reinhardt. So that's
Yeah.
why she's kind of a frontline character like he is.
This is
Like,
definitely going to
she's
be
been-
the one that's like an Apache attack helicopter. It's her
Definitely.
other identity.
That's it. Yeah, I think you got it.
She's like, I know I'm a dwarf, but I self-identify as an elf.
Yeah.
Oh, she's totally not a dwarf.
Wait, I thought Tilburn was a dwarf.
He definitely is a dwarf.
Okay, well then, her fucking story is
Oh, you
that
think-
she's the
you think-
mailman.
you think- Yeah, maybe. Yeah, who knows? Maybe she's adopted. Or some shit. Who knows?
She was rescued from Dwarf Konda, the dwarf ethno-state that was never colonized. See, this shit writes itself. Not sure Bo is actually better for this thing, but whatever.
How is it not?
Well, they say bow, but I don't think they know what range is. Apparently he can still spit on you if you're right under his head. Okay, so apparently we know Greg's gonna be playing more Overwatch.
Yeah, I could care less about the other characters they added. Moira, she's okay, but
What about that Doomfist guy?
and I like Sombra. Which guy?
Did they release some Doomfist guy?
I don't. He's okay. He's very short range though. I could care less.
Well, his name is Doomfist.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. He'll punch the fuck out of you. But that doesn't really help when half the roster can shoot you down from, you know, half a stage away.
God, spam enough, you motherfucker? Every time he hops backwards, he's gonna do some breath bullshit. Every single time. Yay, he's leaving. Some news from my favorite game ever. Okay, it's not my favorite game ever, but one of the better ones. Dragon's Dogma is having its online services cut on the Xbox 360 soon. So if you are one of those 3 people that still play on the Xbox 360, then, well... Oh, he walked at me.
Yep, you walked at me too.
And I can't fucking do anything because he won't stop walking at me.
Make sure to take your drugs.
It's hard to...
Did Jared heal you?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, ouch. Yeah, that hurts.
Ah, this thing's fucking annoying. Now, what I wonder is, if you're playing... I don't know if they ported it so that it would work on the Xbox One. But for games that have that, I wonder how that online functionality works. What the fuck? Bullshit landmines. Like, I don't know why, but with the bow, I never actually run out of stamina. My bar gets low, but it always lets me do the next attack, so... How did that fucking hit me? He is such a fucking cheap bitch. Are Rebecca and I the only ones here that have still beaten Dragon's Dogma?
Yeah.
Jesus. That's what you should play instead of Overwatch. Far better game.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck sales.
So, I'm pretty sure I Am Setsuna is going to be my 150th platinum.
Jesus. I was looking at my platinums, or not platinum, my trophies the other day, I was like, you know, on my best of months, I can get over 200, maybe 250-ish. I was like, if I kept up that pace every month, it would still take me like 4 or 5 years to get 10,000 trophies. Like, from where I started. Obviously, I haven't kept that up because I've had the account for a while and I don't have I'm like halfway to 10,000. So, I don't know where you find all this time in the day to do this, but... You're definitely the king trophy whore in this podcast. That is for sure.
Copious amounts of neglect.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a material right here where I'm at.
Listen to him squealing. Fucking thing. I've been playing...
Haha, Jared sent me upwards.
Unfortunately, I don't think you can mount this one.
Yeah, I don't think you can either.
Oh, I don't know, the part got broken. Shut up, you retard.
Boring.
Hey, so does this agitator skill stack with demon drug and whatnot?
I think so. Yeah, I think most skills stack with other things. It's just... Actually, I think most drugs do, too, because I know Might Seed and Demon Drug stack. And I think, whatever, the Might Pill and... I think most of it stacks. It's just... They have different types of durations. Like, I think the pills give you a bigger boost, but they only last for like 5 attacks. Or some crazy shit like that.
That's kind of worthless.
And the seeds last for 2 minutes. So the reason I use Demon Drug and Armor Skin isn't really for the magnitude of the buff, it's just... You can just use it at the beginning of the fight and not worry about it.
Oh. My character never actually drank my demon drug. I mean, why do I not have 2 symbols? What?
So this, oh, darn. Hey, chopped his tail off. I was gonna say the, hit enemy for HP thing definitely works. And it's not overpowered or anything.
Oh, nice, man. Just unloading hundreds of damage into his head, but his horns are like, fuck off. You get nothing. I've been playing Salt and Sanctuary, trying to get that guide up to snuff, and Steins Gate, trying to work through those in my downtime. Steins Gate finally started to pick up. Rebecca was in the room
It takes a while.
for Chapter 6. And I was kind of like, oh, well, that escalated. Now it's kind of becoming a anime version of Groundhog's Day. So, we'll see where it goes. It's got my interest. Chapters 1 through 4 is all just fucking building up the characters. Chapter 5 is when they start playing with time travel in earnest, and Chapter 6 is when shit starts happening. I think that's a fair assessment so far.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
But I think Rebecca wants to play it because she asked if I had a digital copy.
Yeah, it might be interesting to play.
Yeah, it's got one hell of a story, that's for sure. When shit hits the fan, shit hits the fan.
I just figured she'd be content to play or to watch the anime, but we'll see. Have you played Steins Gate Zero, Greg?
I have.
It had pretty good reviews on Amazon.
Sequel slash alternate universe.
Still haven't knocked.
Which totally makes sense if you know, played the first
Yeah.
one.
We still haven't knocked that horn off, have we?
He needs to stop roaring. That's the most annoying fucking thing he does.
Every enemy in this game.
I know.
It even stops your healing. It's like, man, he roared so annoyingly, my fucking wounds stopped healing. My platelets were like, fuck this shit, man. We're done. Yeah, I don't really like using bow on him. Actually leaves you more vulnerable to most of its attacks. How much more health did this fucking thing have?
I don't know. How much does it have on multiplayer?
2.6 times the amount of... There we go. I was gonna fucking say. 2.6 times the normal amount, from what I can understand.
Hey,
No
I
matter...
didn't die that time. I almost did, but I didn't.
Yeah, I was making sure to heal more frequently. Funcom announces Mutant Year Zero.
Carved a gem.
I got a gem
Oh,
from this
nice.
tail. I never had trouble getting gems from this thing. I think I have 4 or 5 of them still.
Yeah, I've been playing this game called Celeste.
I saw that.
Hey, I know
It's a platformer.
Celeste.
It's a great game.
How many times have you died?
A lot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was in a B-side, which is like a optional area. And I died like 300 times.
300?
Yeah.
It's a bit like Super Meat Boy.
No. I remember playing
Couple of
Cloudberry
kinda-
Kingdom. Which I don't know why I bought. Masochism, I guess. Anyways, let me read this. Funcom announces Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. It's a turn-based tactical adventure game based on the original Mutant tabletop RPG by Swedish publisher Target Games. The game itself will be developed by Swedish developer The Bearded Ladies. Oh, that's wonderful. Made up of veterans of the industry who have previously worked on titles like Hitman and Payday. Mutant Year Zero will be released for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 sometime in 2018.
I just want to point out, I used 186 slinger shots on him.
Where did you even find that many?
He drops like 2 or 3 at a time.
Jesus.
And I got sick of chasing his feet, because I can only hit his front paws. So I just shot him with everything that fell off of him.
Well,
I shot him with his own body parts.
I guess it worked.
Hey, those piercing pods and the slinger bombs do a good bit of damage.
Yeah, those piercing ones can do excellent damage.
The bomb ones do 45 and then a bunch of smaller numbers.
Hey, Xenojiva appeared again. Yay. Some of the bullet points are tactical combat, explore a post-human Earth. The game takes place in post-apocalyptic Earth. Control a team of mutants, master the stealthy approach. I guess you can get around enemies too. Or at least ambush them. Unlock mutations. Unlock new mutations and abilities for your mutants, such as Selma's Stoneskin, Borman's Charge, and Dux's uncanny ability to sneak into a camp full of enemies unnoticed, despite being a 4-foot-tall walking, talking duck with a crossbow. Okay. It sounds like they have static characters with set classes. That's just what it seems from that paragraph. And sounds like they have random loot drops too. So, oh yeah, there's a character. It is a duck with a crossbow. Looks like you only play as 3 characters though, and one of them looks to be human. So what the hell is this post-human world shit? Whatever. Post-human supremacy, I guess they mean. Square Enix announces change in directors and executive officers.
Get rid of,
Nomura. They did not.
Yeah, Nomura. Damn it.
That's the one I want gone. In April 2015, we introduced the executive officer system to our company in an attempt to construct a system that strengthens administrative performance and flexibly implements decision-making in order to quickly respond to rapidly changing business environments. So, did this fucking structure of yours go, hey, we should just fucking make a shitty port of fucking Chrono Trigger and put it on Steam? Because I think you just need to scrap the whole idea. These are the results you're getting. At this time, we will review the composition of the board of directors in order to more quickly respond to the changes coming in this major period and aim to further strengthen our business foundation. Accompanying this, Keiji Honda and Yukinobu Chida, who have strived for the growth of this company for many years, will resign as directors as of March 31st. I guess they didn't strive well enough. There are no plans to change the role of Yosuke Matsuda, the president and representative director. And then they have a list of personnel changes, and you bet your ass I fucking went and did a Control F and search for Nomura. But, and hey, look at this in the comments. The only thing I care about is Nomura directing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I hope Square Enix doesn't go a fucking again and change the director later on, similar to what happened to Final Fantasy 15. God, let him change it now before he fucks it up. Problem wasn't changing the director. The problem was waiting fucking 6 years to change the director. Nomura is essentially a parody of himself at this point. Okay. Not going to sit here and read comments. Another game that has caused a bit of controversy for all the stupidest reasons. Detroit Become Human is launching on May 25th.
Oh, yeah, we finally got a release date.
Who's buying this game?
I definitely will play through it at some point.
Of
course, I said that about Beyond Two Souls, and I have yet to play through that.
I will wait for a heavy price drop. Just because I don't usually care for these story games, but...
But you will play them?
I'll play them later, yeah. I'm just not paying $60 for them.
Did you play through Heavy Rain?
No.
That one's cheap as hell. That's worth playing through. Some glaring plot holes in that game, but still pretty entertaining.
I still have Life is Strange that somebody paid me to buy, and I still haven't played.
I think Heavy Rain's better than Life is Strange. Oh, but somebody bought that for you?
Yeah.
And you have Jesus, Nate.
Yeah, I know. I did Until Dawn.
You know how bad that is.
That's pretty bad. Supposed to stream it too, so I need to get around to that one day.
Yeah, you do.
If
Rude
Twitch
to
would,
let somebody buy you a game and then you never.
if Twitch would give me a grant, I would totally take care of it.
Yeah, you say that.
Somebody already gave you a grant. They granted you the game.
Well, apparently it wasn't enough.
We don't believe you.
Keep pouring money into this pot until it happens. That's how this works. Woman.
Oh my.
Jesus.
I'm dying.
Not fast enough.
Fuck you. When I make nachos, you're not getting any. Dick.
Oh, hey, here's a news story that I didn't see. How'd I fucking miss this? Jared, this is totally your fault. Sunset Overdrive could grind again on PlayStation... Oh, this is a year old. Never mind. Why didn't I talk about this a year ago?
Look at him. Look at him saying it's your fault for missing a year-old news story.
And now
Jared.
it's Jared's fault for not telling me that was a year old. God damn, Jared.
That Jared.
Yeah, heard he's a douche.
But back in the day... I don't know. That's the only Xbox game that seemed interesting. And then I was like, maybe if they come out with 4 or 5 more games that are exclusive, that look cool, maybe I'll get an Xbox One, and nothing. Nothing. So what are you going to do? Square Enix isn't the only one caught in the swapping executives bug, because... Or did I say Sony? I meant Square Enix. Whatever. I gave it away. Sony Interactive Entertainment announces organizational changes and new executive roles. So yay, corporate shakeups.
Yeah, they changed their president recently. What was his name? Kaz, I want to say.
Kaz Haida, blah blah something. I don't know.
Imura or something.
Yeah,
Oh.
or something.
That reminds me, we did get good evidence of Jared's college degree in action, because I was complaining about people playing really poorly on Monster Hunter World, which is ironic considering how I played today. And like a lot of the people that would they just have Japanese names and they'd come in games and they'd cart 2 or 3 times and they'd be like, okay, well, thanks for fucking participating. And so,
Here's your participation reward.
So I wanted to signify my contempt for them on Slack, and I looked up a Japanese word and I copied half of it and posted it in Slack to be my random Japanese character name. And I think it was like the second half of what the internet said meant good morning.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Yeah. And Jared picked out that part of the word that I posted. So good job, Jared. Your college degree was worth something. If I ever do any art again, then mine will be worth something too. But until then, it's not. So what are we going to do now, guys?
I'm waiting for these fucking long-ass credits to finish.
Oh.
Yeah, you're going to be waiting a little while.
Well, I guess they killed that link. Oh well, I guess we won't talk about that anyways.
Do a Legiana investigation. I could use some bow armor.
I'm not sure I have a Legiana. I'll look.
Can I skip these ever? Or do I just have to wait the whole
No,
time?
you have to watch all the names of the people who brought you this wonderful experience. No, I must have gotten rid of my Legiana expedition.
They wanted to bore me during the game, and now they're boring me after.
Oh, well, I guess that story got updated out of existence, so fuck it.
What story was that?
There was a rumor that Diablo might get ported to the Switch, but apparently that is not the case.
Yeah, because Blizzard had the Diablo symbol on a light switch.
Wow.
People were like, "Oh my god, Switch!" It wasn't true.
Are they the most desperate fuckers for games ever? They have
I
to
think
be.
they've had a great first year.
And yet they're sitting here like, I want more.
Remember that
Everybody
story
wants
I posted
more.
a few weeks ago about the port begging?
There's wanting more, and then there's just being obnoxious fucking port beggars. It's like,
Literally every game. Every fucking game.
Yeah. What can you do?
I don't sit here and go, God, I wish they'd put Zelda on the PlayStation. I mean, that's not fucking happening.
This is
If I wanted
worse than
Zelda, I'd buy a
the Vita
Switch.
was. The Vita port begging was pretty bad too.
It must just be something with mobile devices. But Diablo would be a pretty cool game to play on the go. I have to say that. That's one that would be good on the Switch.
Let me see if I got an investigation here.
I started the event quest.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Which one?
The 4 monster one.
Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. Hey, yeah! We should just do this a bunch of times, because one, it has Legiana, and two, we might get crowns out of it.
I need to do also that stupid proving a couple more times since it kicked us off that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, that one will last forever, so I'm not too worried. PlayStationLifestyle.net has a story. You can rescue and recruit a bear named Cheeseburger in Far Cry 5.
Okay. Instant buy.
Yeah.
You're joking. You're fucking...
I mean, I'm going to play it eventually.
Well, now I want a cheeseburger, thanks.
No, you don't get one. You get nachos and that's it.
I'll make a nacho cheeseburger.
That's not a cheeseburger. I have the game pre-ordered, the gold edition. I am giving them their money. Did you see that story that video game spot did where they were like, I'm surprised this game isn't about killing Trump supporters. That's not what exactly they said, but...
You still in the credits, Rebecca?
Yes. Now it's on
should we-
Himalaya or some shit. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, just
How many
go.
countries are they fucking in? I don't care.
I care deeply.
Maybe we shouldn't ask her to review
Italian
the game.
voice talents, German, Spanish. I don't care.
Anyways, last week I went hands-on with a few hours of Far Cry 5, getting to know some new things about the game that have yet to be shown. As enamored as everyone seems to be with Boomer, Far Cry 5's lovable pup, my animal of choice is going to be a little heavier. Cheeseburger is a bear that has a fondness for cheeseburgers while at a wildlife preserve in Hope County. Eventually he got diabetes and was put on a liquid salmon diet, but the nickname stuck. What the fuck?
That's really in depth for this bear.
I love it.
The
So we're
bear
just
got
basically killing every
diabetes.
monster in here. Oh, what do they call it? Sitsy?
I say we go after Legiana first.
The Sitsy's right here. We have to kill it, we may as well.
Nah.
Hopefully these credits don't go so long so I can't join and still get
Well, we got to kill
Quest
4
reward.
things, so I'm.
Yeah, but
I'm
she only gets the
absolutely
quest
sure.
reward.
Yeah, but
Rewards,
once it's after 10 minutes, you don't get the quest rewards.
I don't think there's 10 minutes of cutscenes, is there? Or credits.
I don't
There
know,
were
I've
some
already
games
been
that have
in it,
had like
8.
20 minutes of fucking credits before.
It's fucking making me insane. Like, I just want to fucking take the disc out and be like, no, I'm done with you.
To recruit Cheeseburger, I start out by reclaiming the Fang Wildlife Center from the cult, Eden's Gate. Eden's Gate has been using the Fang Center to train wolves. Once a resident of the preserve... Oh, shit. I guess we're fighting it. Fang is... Once a resident of the preserve, Cheeseburger was released... Or Cheeseburger. Before the cult took it over. Now that Fang has been liberated... I'm told Cheeseburger has been spotted to the north. Before approaching the beast, I'll need to catch some fresh salmon to befriend him. Don't you have to get some cheeseburgers?
No, we can't eat cheeseburgers anymore. He's on a salmon diet.
Quit trying to kill the bear of
Just
diabetes.
because he can't eat them doesn't mean he doesn't want to.
He learned not to eat them.
You were such a bad.
And now you're trying to tempt him. That's
animal
like
friend.
going, well, I know this guy's an alcoholic, but I want to befriend him, so I'm gonna bring him a flask
His
of
name-
tequila, even though
Okay.
His name's Drunky, but he's been with the.
AA program for 20
He's
years.
been on the
so-
program for
No,
5 years
no.
now. He really likes grilled cheese sandwiches,
You don't
but I
have
got some
to.
whiskey.
You don't have to be that obvious to say his name's Drunky. You can just call him McFadden or something, or Finnegan.
Oh my god. Fuck off.
Oh man, get it? That was an Irish joke. In case anyone.
Yeah, you're. You know.
No, seriously. Tell me there's a. Okay, imagine like some cantankerous war veteran that might have mild PTSD, PTSD and a drinking problem, but he's recently gone sober, and terrorists have attacked the town and taken it over. And you know you can get him to go ruckus and fuck shit up if you slip him a little bit of the fucking good stuff. Tell me that isn't going to be a fucking cool
We'd
character.
all do it.
Exactly, right? So don't you fucking play your moralistic shit to me.
Well, it depends. Like, do they have a trophy for giving him whiskey? Because I'm all about it.
Is there like a cheeseburger meter, and if you give him too much, his leg will fall off?
Yeah, there should be.
After learning to fish and catching a couple of big ones, I get word of a cheeseburger sighting. After I reach his location and feed him my fresh catch, Eden's Gate swoops in to capture the bear. At this point, my mission objective was to protect Cheeseburger from the cult, but I happily sat back and observed as the bear ripped through the cultists like a bear through cultists. Fair enough, game. Or guy. Author. Cheeseburger is a powerful and intimidating beast, but when he's on your side, he's just a big teddy bear. And they've got a video, but it doesn't look like their video is working, so you'll just have to take their word for it.
Yeah, I watched the video. Yeah, typical bear stuff.
Typical bear
Totally.
stuff.
There.
So wait, they
Go beat
recruit
the
a
shit
mediocre
out of the
quarterback who
cultists.
shits out halfway through the game? Sorry.
Could be worse. It could be a brown bear.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you can pet Cheeseburger.
Chrono Trigger Steam version staff aware of player issues. Another story that I probably should have read because Jared even put in text there. What does he say? Let me read this. To pair up with Chrono Trigger on Steam story. Thanks, Jared. Your advice is only good if it's heated. This is just a nothing story. Chrono Trigger Steam version has received ire from fans for being basically the mobile version of the game, which already came with various issues. Since the release on Tuesday, the team behind the Steam version has stayed silent, but they recently issued an announcement regarding the game. According to the team in charge of Chrono Trigger, they've been listening to feedback and messages regarding the Steam version and the issues raised, and are assessing a solution at the moment. More information about possible updates will be updated on the Steam page at a later date.
Do we need to kill this pink Rathian?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't have the gear to fight it right now.
Well, you'll manage, I'm sure.
Oh, right, you can't change decorations once you started the quest.
Not unless you already have them in a loadout.
Nope.
Oh, this thing's gonna hit me like a fucking truck if he does. Give me some advice, Greg.
Keep healing all the time.
Oh.
Dodge!
I was like, there you go. I was looking for don't get hit.
Dodge.
Dodge! God, I love DBZ Abridged.
Well, see, I just assumed you were incapable of not getting hit.
Yeah, well, pretty much. I'm not very good at it.
Which one are you guys fighting? I think Rabbit.
See?
Oh,
Greg
only
thinks
one
he's
got
being
it.
fucking snarky and clever here, but I carded twice to Xenojiva, so I have nothing to say.
Yeah, I know you don't. AK, the easiest end boss they could have put in here.
Right?
I really do think Nero, whatever the fuck his name is, that's the true final boss right
Nergigante?
there. Nerg, that's it.
He's the
been a
icon
week.
monster of this game.
Hard to remember.
Apparently.
Although Xeno is much prettier. Like those armors, definitely prettier.
Oh, shit. I see people wearing... Okay, I'm just gonna sit there and spam. I see people wearing that Xenojiva armor in fights that they have no business wearing it. I'm like... I mean, congrats, dude, you beat the end boss, but... Your armor choice should be a little more in-depth than, hey, look, I beat the end boss. Just my opinion.
Quit fucking walking, Jesus.
Right? Hate that attack. And every flying wyvern has it.
Are you shitting me?
Wow, who was talking shit?
Yeah, no joke.
Thank you, Pink Rathian. Thank you. You are my Schadenfreude.
You are my shining star.
I hate that running back and forth attack. I think I put that attack in air quotes every single time in the guide. Because it's such bullshit.
It
I just
deserves it.
can't stand it. Ooh, Jared knocked his ass down.
Like how they thought that was a good idea is beyond me.
Well, we're out of ideas, so let's just make half the monsters in the game run back and forth and count that as an attack. I mean, like, I'm not against a charge attack, obviously. Like, the Baroth and the Diablos, I buy it. But this, it's just fucking walking at you. At least make it look like it's charging.
I hate when it hits you and it didn't actually, like, cross you at all.
Like when you're standing
walked
behind its leg
near
and
you.
it still counts it as hitting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking annoying. It's like, you did not hit me.
So what would it take to make this Steam version of Chrono Trigger worth anything?
Get rid of the fucking mobile UI.
That, yeah, they definitely did.
If they paid you to take it.
Why would I bother? I would just get an emulator on ZSNES. And honestly, I don't fucking promote fucking stealing, but it's a fucking 20-year-old game and fuck 'em.
Well, if they're not going to do it justice, somebody might as well.
I mean,
yeah,
if they
if
made
they're
a...
gonna put zero effort into it, I could care less.
Yeah. The reviews now. Just as we go. Mostly negative. 39% are positive. For Chrono Trigger.
This is like their most beloved JRPG. They should be fucking ashamed.
Like, for a remaster, I want a little bit more. I want them to, like, upgrade the sprites. Kind of keep that 16-bit shit going on, but, you know, like, I don't like the redesigned sprites of a lot of their Game Boy ports. But do something for the graphics, you know?
They
leaving
thought they
again?
were, but they just made them worse instead.
They were trying to make it look different and make it look like they had done work without actually doing any of the work.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, you know, a lot of people who play your games, one, pay a lot of attention to detail, and some of them are actually developers themselves, and they will analyze your shit and see what you did. Okay, this fucker can go fuck itself. Seriously. Ah, he's hurt.
Yeah,
Over here.
he's going right to that shock trap. Are you shitting me?
Right
Are you
at it.
shitting me?
That is great.
Oh my goodness, that just happened.
It did. His foot was like right on it too.
You may shoot it. Shoot it with something. It might fall down.
Like that?
He's still not on the trap.
Whatever.
Keep
Come on, take a
walking,
step
you
forward,
stupid
Dennis.
pig.
There he goes.
Jesus.
That was hilarious.
I still think the best moment in this game where it solidified, this is fucking cool shit, is when we were fighting that bear off and it fell through that quicksand into the Diablos lair and the Diablos
Yeah,
attacked
that's
it.
pretty good.
And I was like, that poor fucking bear off. I felt sad for it.
What are we attacking next? Legiona?
The poofy guy is right here.
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh yeah,
hey.
he's following me.
Fuck you, poofy guy.
Mr. Poofs, we call him.
Do we?
Yeah,
When did we start calling that? He's gonna be put to sleep. Get away from the frog, Greg. No.
too late. You jerk. He didn't get put to sleep.
No, you did, though. At least I got one asshole with that. Ha ha ha. Speaking of port begging in Monster Hunter World, Iron Galaxy Studios CEO Adam Boyes offers to port Monster Hunter World to Nintendo Switch.
What?
Don't view this guy as altruistic first. I mean, this game sold like fucking nuts. It would definitely do 1 million sales on the Switch, so... I mean, I'll port the game to the fucking Switch if they fucking let me.
Yeah, I'll find people who can do it.
I will pay somebody.
Right?
Just less
You
than...
will make your money back.
You're right. And you know what? At this point, I hope the Switch doesn't get this game. Purely out of fucking malice. Because fuck
Why?
them. Because they're fucking crying about it. Just ever since it was announced, they've been... Oh, it
A
comes to the Switch.
minority of people who cry about ports doesn't mean all Switch players.
I am willing to sacrifice the
You're
greater
willing to
number of Switch
sacrifice
players.
the majority for to spite.
Because you know what? I don't believe you.
You're just a jerk.
Okay, good. I just don't believe you that the majority of Switch players aren't a bunch of crybaby bitches. I don't. And you know what? If they'll support something like Nintendo Labo unanimously, fuck them. I hope that's all they get from now on is cardboard.
Just a jerk.
What do you care? You already have the game on a system that actually looks good. Putting on a...
Yeah,
booster.
Capcom makes another shit ton of money from a good game. Maybe they start making more good games.
What are you talking about? They've been fucking nailing it out of the park recently.
Yeah, which is crazy. Remember a couple years ago when they couldn't do anything right?
Yeah. Well, they did Dragon's Dogma, but no one gave them credit for that. I guess considering everything else they were fucking up at the time. Ah, you flying away bastard. I guess they did have Street Fighter V, which was kind of a clusterfuck.
Yeah, on character or on disc DLC.
But we knew it was going to suck because they basically said ahead of time, hey guys, we're releasing this game and it's not done yet, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it soon. Pinky swear.
Let me just sharpen my hammer.
Wouldn't you be
I can
unsharpening
join
your
it.
hammer?
Actually, I had a SOS. I did the SOS quest. Motherfucking dick one.
Remember that thing that kept knocking you off the ledge as soon as you got up there, Rebecca?
Yeah, I can't remember what that
That was the Anjanath in that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
He did it like 3 times. Well, I'd see him walk away, so I'd go to come up, and then he would fucking run back over. He'd like turn around and like charge the top of the fucking edge of that.
I just saw her go flying off like 3
platform.
times. I was like, maybe you should just stay down there because he ain't having
Yeah.
it. Just like,
I
yeah,
did
fuck
eventually
it.
just go, yeah, you know, fuck him. I'm just gonna like go around and flinch.
What the hell?
I hate this stupid bat. It's stupid.
He's much easier with a bow because you can actually shoot his little neck thing and... And those little sky caltrops have really good stagger for some reason.
This axe is just insanely powerful, by the way.
Which one is it?
Axe of Demons.
The Gigante one?
Black Diablos.
Oh, still that one?
Yeah. I mean, it's the strongest one in the whole axe family, as far as I can tell.
That's 3. And I think we're at the last story. No, that was the last story. We're done! Yay! Alright, so, anyone has anything else, any news I missed, any bullshit to relate, now's the time. Because I think we will end once we're done with this quest. And the podcast, anyway.
Well, I'm pretty much done with Lost Sphere, so I guess I'm moving on to Prey, which I'm halfway done with. But after that, I have, like, nothing.
How about those new bounties GameFAQs is offering?
Yeah, I'm not really going to do those unless somebody agrees to do all the media for me.
And do all the uploading, apparently, because they can't get that system right.
Which will probably still be worth it for a few people, but we'll see what Alex has to say.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can pump out a quick guide for God of War or Far Cry 5 while also doing my normal fucking work, so... Where the hell does this thing go?
He's by me. Like that, Leon. We're roaring.
He roared when I was in midair and I changed my animation mid-fall. That was funny. I hate its roar. Watch it, he's walking. How'd you like that dodge? That's why Jared likes fighting this thing.
Fighting on slopes in general.
Yeah. One of those Gadjalaka
Oh,
are
he's gonna
attacking.
put his head back down in my attack. I'll keep doing it.
Yeah. I got his head pretty good.
I hit him like 5 times. He just really wanted to get hit.
Well, I mean, who are you to argue? Oh, and after 2 weeks, those Pathfinder developers emailed me again. So apparently we're still in talks. Dude was just out of the office for 2 weeks, so... That's it?
We killed him.
Well, fuck.
It was probably the multiple attacks to his head that recommended.
Yeah, one of my hits did 200 damage to his head.
He fell down and he was just fucked after that. Someone got a gem. Yep. Jinx.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
I wasn't paying
Of my spinning at midair attack does 232.
Goddamn.
Yeah, we wrecked him.
We should do this again. And again and again and again until I have fucking... Actually, no, we need to hunt tempereds. 'Cause I
hate
need
these
that.
stupid fucking cats.
I need that 50 tempered trophy.
You do this in tempered mode. They probably don't have this in tempered mode.
Yeah, unfortunately. Although this will get us closer to the kill 500 monsters, and it'll get us crowns, so... Let's see if we got any this time.
Monsters, easy, low HP.
Yeah, we didn't do the Wildspire Waste one as much as we should have.
Oh man,
I
you
got
know how
6
at the end it
gems,
shows
holy
the picture
shit.
of you in your last move?
Yeah.
I'm like in the air spinning with my blades. It's kind of funny.
Holy crap.
I'm shooting it in the asshole.
Dude, I got 9 gems.
Damn. Rebecca, want to come see me shooting it in the asshole?
No.
Yeah, I got a pink Rathian large crown. Gold.
Greg, pop up the stream. You can see me shooting it in the asshole.
Yeah, you are.
I was doing the proving quest the other day, and I ended up melting the edge enough like 4 fucking times.
Ooh, I got an expert gem.
Oh,
That's not bad.
My best gem is a stun resistance.
Expert gem is
I
critical
didn't
eye.
get any of those. I got a Rathian Ruby.
You didn't get any gems?
Nope.
Wow. Between Greg and I, we got 15.
I got 3 jewels.
Yeah, I got the pink
Hmm.
Rathian crown too. I'm guessing we all did.
So
Oh, yeah, we
you're
all-
what? HR 29 now, Rebecca?
I don't know.
As soon as you do the Basil Geese quest, your rank gets shot up to like 40 something.
It depends how much ancillary shit you've done. Since we've been doing this podcast...
26.
Oh, she needs to rank up anyways. How do I not have some of these recorded? I don't care. Just need to see it. Fire resistance. I'm building up a drop list of all these things. Resistor. No, that's uncommon. So far I have 111 gems recorded. So if you want to know... Oh wow, that gives you good hunter rank too.
Yeah, it does. It gives you like half a level.
Yeah, still giving me half a level at 73, so... Let's keep it out. Fuck. Language. Let's keep it going. Fuck it. But, that should be it for the podcast, so... Until next week, and hopefully I'm not fucking dead. And hopefully Rebecca's less dead. But, until next time.